Hello students, in this video we start with a new lesson, that is compound interest, that is your lesson number 14. Children, this lesson is very important because it has many practical applications in your day-to-day life. Formula of calculating compound interest will be used frequently you will be using in your day-to-day life. That is why it's important to learn about this interest, because you must have heard, children, every now and then hear the term about interest, right? Now last year, you remember, children, in standard 7 we had learned about simple interest, yes or no? Okay, so now but this year you are going to learn about compound interest. So first we will see what is meant by, first I will be explaining you what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Now you can open your maths textbook, children, that is page number 88. Okay, page number 88 you can open. Now first thing we should understand what is an interest. Okay, so suppose a person takes a loan from an institute like bank or Patapeti with a fixed rate of interest, and after the stipulated time he repays the loan with some more money. So children, that more money what he is paying, okay, a simple thing, a person takes a loan, okay, from a bank, okay, so bank says he has to pay some extra amount after after 1 year or what are the time fixed. Okay, so that extra amount is nothing but that additional money is called interest. Okay, now here we also learnt last year, right? As I said, we had also learned last year, I is nothing but simple interest is equal to P n R upon 100. We wrote P into N into R upon 100, where okay, N is your, so here what is your I is nothing but interest, P is your principal, N is number of years, and R is the rate of interest at percent per annum. PCPA means percent per annum. So this is how we calculated simple interest. Okay, last year we calculated. Now coming to your compound interest. Now here what is a compound interest? Now see children, suppose simple interest, what is there here, number of years, if it is given 1, okay, so one time we calculate, we use directly okay, if it is given 2, directly we use 2, directly 3, that means we calculate only once, we calculate the simple interest. Okay, now coming to compound interest. So what is compound interest? So children, here there is a big explanation, I will explain you in the short. Compound interest is nothing but, suppose a person takes some loan from the bank, okay, some loan he is taking from the bank, and he says after 1 year or after 2 years I will be paying this much amount, okay, this amount, and whatever interest I have to pay on that amount. Say for example, he say, bank says that yes, I am giving you the loan and you have to pay 10,000 interest at the rate of 10%. Okay, so okay, clear children? So person says yes, okay, I will be paying the interest also and the money also. But what happens after 1 year, whatever time they have decided first, okay, suppose after 1 year they have decided that after 1 year this much amount I will be paying back along with the interest. But in case due to some problem the person is unable to pay the amount, okay, what principal he has borrowed and also the interest. Now in this case what the bank does, that person is unable to pay. So now suppose if he takes 10,000 rupees at the rate of 10%, he has to pay 1,000 rupees interest. Okay, suppose he has to pay 1,000 rupees, that means 11,000 he has to pay to the bank, but he is unable to pay the 11,000. So what will become, children? Now look here, roughly you see, yes, suppose principal borrowed is rupees 10,000, okay, at the rate of 10%, suppose 10%, I am just doing rough calculations, 10% he has to pay interest, say for example rupees 1,000. That means at the end, children, at the end of 1 year, at the end of 1 year he has to pay how much rupees to clear his debt? He has to pay 11,000 rupees, correct? But at the end of the first year he is unable to pay. Now what the bank will do? Bank will start calculating interest on what? This P, this amount, that is 11,000. Initially he has borrowed only 10,000, but for the second year the principal becomes rupees 11,000. Now the rate of interest 10%. So when he is charging 10% at the rate of 10%, 11,000, 10% of 11,000, then he has to pay that much interest. at the end of the second year. Now, so therefore children, at the rate of 10%, so he has to pay. Now the principal is 11,000. So on this principal at the rate of 10%, how much he has to pay? If you wanted to clear the doubts, clear his debts, he has to pay amount that is 11,000 plus 11,000 plus he has to pay 1100, okay, 1100 rupees, okay, 1100. This much he has to pay at the end of second year to clear his debt, okay. But now he is unable to pay at the second year also. Then what will happen? Again this both will be, what will be doing? 11,000 plus 1100. So this becomes the principal for the third year. Principal for the third year, principal will be, okay, addition of this both. So that is nothing but, so children, it becomes, principal becomes, if we add both this, we'll get 12,100. So children, this goes on, right? So that means you can see that interest is calculated yearly, and it is calculated taking into consideration the principal also and interest also. So this is nothing but compound interest, okay. So this is a difference between, whereas in simple interest you calculate once and all, only one time. Here we have to calculate every yearly, we calculate. Nowadays banks are calculating compound interest 6 monthly also. They even started calculating compound interest daily also, okay children. Some banks are calculating compound interest daily also. So here this is a something little information about the compound interest, okay. The basic thing is that you have to just remember two formulas. First thing, last year also we had learned simple interest. We can write S dot I, that is equal to P into R into N upon 100, okay. Instead of simple interest, you also could write I is equal to P into R into N upon 100, okay, PRN upon 100. Next formula. Now coming to compound interest, children, coming back to our topic, that is compound interest, let us see the formula. Now there is no direct formula to calculate the compound interest, okay children. So there is no direct formula to calculate the compound interest. That is why children, we use the formula. First, in case of compound interest, no children, we first calculate the amount. So the amount is always principal 1 plus rate, okay, 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. That means amount is equal to P bracket 1 plus rate upon 100 raised to N. This is a formula to calculate the amount. First, whenever we have to calculate compound interest, first step we will calculate this amount. Next step, after getting the amount, children, your compound interest is always amount minus principal, okay. Your compound interest is always amount minus principal. So once you calculate your amount, you know already the principal, so you can calculate. So children, this is a difference. You can see the difference in the formula. This is a formula for your simple interest. This is formula for calculating compound interest, okay. So now with this information, I hope you have understood the difference between simple interest and compound interest, okay. So now let's move ahead. Now see children, let's start with practice set 14.1. You can see in the textbook, you can open your textbook, that is your page number 90. Okay children, you can open your textbook, page number 90. Question number 1, that is find the amount and the compound interest. So all three example children, you have to find the amount also and compound interest, okay. So there are three sums are given. So now how are we going to do? We'll write question number 1, we'll copy first question and then we'll start with the sum. So children, now you can see practice set 14.1, question number 1, find the amount and compound interest. First question in that, principal is rupees 2000, rate of interest 5% and is equal to 2 years. Now what is my formula? As I already said, we'll start with the amount. So first you will write amount is equal to principal 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. So this is equal to, what is the principal? 2000 into 1 plus rate of interest 5 upon 100 raised to N is 2 years, okay children. So this is equal to 2000 into, okay. Now what we can do, 5 ones are 5, 20s are, right. You can calculate like that way also, that way also. So 5 ones are 5, 20s are. So this becomes 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 2, okay. So this is equal to 2000. Now here see children, here the denominators are not equal. So we have to multiply this first fraction by 20. So this will be 1 into 20 upon 1 into 20. 1 into 20 plus 1 upon 20. Now see children, this we can do orally. As you are growing up, you are in 8th standard, you could do orally. So for 1 or 2 sums I will be showing, otherwise we will do this step little orally. So this is equal to 2000. This becomes 20 plus 1, 20 upon 20, that means 20 raised to 2. So this is equal to 2000. 20 plus 1, that is 21 upon 20 whole raised to 2. Okay. So this is equal to 2000 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. Clear? Now this 0 goes, this 0 goes, this goes. Okay. Now 2 ones are, 2 tens are, again 2 ones are, 2 fives are. So what is remaining children here? Now what is remaining? Remaining is, here we will write 5 into 21 into 21. Okay, 5 into 21 into 21. Now if you multiply this, you will be getting, so you will get rupees 2205. Okay children, you multiply this, you can multiply and see rupees 2205. This is what children, this is nothing but this is your amount. Now we have to calculate the compound interest. Now you can see children, I am just sharing the screen with you. Okay. Now, so now therefore children, therefore what we do, okay, what is your amount we got? Amount is rupees 2205 rupees we have already got. Now compound interest formula is amount minus principal. So this is equal to, what is the amount? 2205 minus principal is 2000. So this is already rupees 205. So what is your compound interest children? Rupees 205. This much only children, nothing else. Okay, completed. Now let's move to the second question. Second, principal is how much rupees? See in your textbook, principal is 5000. Principal is 5000. R is equal to, okay, R is equal to 8%. You can write in symbol also percent, if you, or you can write PCPA, anything will be doing. Okay, and that is number of years, that is rate of number of year is 3 years. Now let us write the formula. Amount is principal 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n. So this is equal to, principal is 5000 into 1 plus R is 8 upon 100 raised to 3. Okay children, 8 upon 100 raised to 3. Now this is equal to 5000. Okay children, 5000. Now here you can okay children, now here what you can do, it becomes very easy if you multiply this fraction by 100. So 1 into 100 is 100, okay, plus 8, and here also will be 100. So common is 100 whole raised to cube. So this is equal to 5108 upon 100 raised to cube. So this is equal to children 5000 into 108 upon 100 into 108 upon 100 into 108 upon 100. Now see children, 1 2 1 2 0 goes, this 1 2 0 goes, this 1 0 goes, this also goes. Now remaining is 1 2 3 0, that is so we will just write 5 into 108 into 108 into 108 upon how much? 1000. Okay, then we can put the decimal, that becomes easy for us. Okay, then we will put, now you multiply 5 into 108 into 108 into 108. So children, now you can multiply, because here if I show multiplication it will take time. So if you multiply, you will get 6298560 upon 1000. So now 1230, that means you can write here 6298, okay, 123, that means 0.560. If you don't write 0, it's fine, that is, this is your amount. Amount is 6298.56, that is 6298.56. Now let us find the compound interest. Compound interest is, as we know, amount minus principal. Children, you write down, I will be writing here 6298.56 minus 5000, because principal is that. So amount will be your compound, so it will be, okay, rupees, just minus 1298.56. okay, 1298.56 is your compound interest. I hope this is clear to you. Children, it is only one formula. So this full chapter, no children, in this full chapter there is only these two formula, that is amount and then compound interest formula, and one simple interest formula. Only 3 formulas will be used in this chapter. Now let us begin with the third question children. Since it is in a decimal, I am doing it. Now as we know, principal is rupees 4,000, rate of interest 7.5% per annum, number of years 2 years. Now let's begin. Write down the formula. Amount is principal 1 plus r upon 100 raised to n. So this is equal to 4,000. Okay, 1 plus r is 7.5 upon 100 raised to n is 2 years. Now see children, 4,000, this is, there is a decimal. Now to remove this decimal, what we will do, since the number, okay, after one number the decimal, so in the denominator we will add 1 0, right? We will put a 10, that means we will add 1 0. So 1 plus, so it becomes 75 upon 1000 raised to 2. Okay, now this is equal to 4,000. Okay, with the 25 table, 25 3s are, and this becomes 25 40s are. Okay, so that way also we can do, or directly also you can multiply. So this becomes what, 1 into 1000, so it can be 1000 plus 75 upon 1000 raised to square. So this is equal to, so this becomes 4000. Okay, this is 1075. Okay, this becomes what, 1075 upon 1000 whole square, 1075 whole square. So this is 4000, so this will be 1075 upon 1000 into 1075 upon 1000. Okay, if you remove this bracket, no children, fine, this is, there is no need to put a bracket because we are putting multiplication sign. So directly I am writing here 1075 upon 1000. Now this 3 goes, this 3 goes. Now what are we going to do? 4 into this, we are multiplying 4 into 1075 into 1075 upon 1000. Same way we multiply. Okay, we will be multiplying this 4 into 1075 into 1075. Okay, and then putting the decimal. So if you multiply children all these, you will be getting the, okay, you will be getting, this will be rupees. Okay, so children, you will get, multiply, you can multiply and see, 46222500 upon 1000. Now after 1 2 3, so you will count 1 2 3, so your decimal point will come here. That means this is rupees 4622.50. Okay, that means 4,62,000. Okay, so it will be 4622.50. Now your this is your amount children. So compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So that is 4622.50. Okay, 4,622.50 minus 4,000. Right, 4,000 is your principal. So that is rupees 622.50. 622.50. Okay, this is your compound interest, 622.50. Okay, now children, what you can do now, you can sit and you can multiply, because I have done little fast. You can multiply and try check. Okay, you can multiply for your practice. I hope this sum is clear to you because the method is same. Now let us move to the second word problem children. Second, Samir Rao has taken a loan of rupees, okay, 12,500. Samir Rao has taken a loan of rupees 12,500 at the rate of 12% per annum after 3 years. If the interest is compounded annually, then how many rupees should he pay to clear his loan? That means they are asking us, we have to find how many rupees should he pay. Okay, should he pay to clear his loan? Okay, after 3 years. Okay, after 3 years. Okay, 3 years is given. So after 3 years, he will be paying the full amount. So after 3 years, how much rupees he has to pay to clear the doubt, clear his debt. So now see children, what is given? Principal is 12,500, rate of interest 12%, number of years 3 years. In this question, they have only asked us to find the amount what they have to pay, how many rupees should he pay to clear his loan. So we need to find only the amount. Here interest is not asked. So the question is only find amount is asked. So we will write here formula. Amount is principal 1 plus rate upon 100 raised to n. Same formula. So it is 12,500, 1 plus 12 upon 100 raised to 3. This is the amount. So amount is equal to, okay, again 12,500. This becomes 100. Okay, 100 plus 12, right? 100 cross multiplication. So that is 100 plus 12 upon 100 raised to 3. So this becomes children 12,500, 112 upon 100 raised to 3. So this is 12,500 into 112 upon 100 into 112 upon 100 into 112 upon 100. Clear? 112 upon 100, because here number of years is 3 times. Now see children, 1 2, this 0 goes, so what is remaining is, okay, 125 into 112 into 112 into 112 upon, okay, 10,000, right? Multiply and put the decimal. Okay, you can just put the decimal after multiplying. Now see children, if you multiply, you will be getting 175,616 and 000 upon 10,000. Okay, you can multiply and see. Okay, now what are we going to do? Put a decimal, 1 2 3 4, that means decimal will be here, so that is equal to rupees 17561. If you write all the 3 zeros, fine. If you write only 1 zero, also fine. Okay, so this is this. So Samir Rao will pay, children. Samir Rao will pay 17,000, right? 17,561.60 rupees. So you will write, children, here. Samir Rao will have to pay rupees 17,561.60 rupees to clear his loan. Okay, to clear his loan. Now I am just sharing the screen with you. Now let's move to the next question, that is question number 3. Okay, I hope children this is written. Children, you can practice this sums at home also. Children, you practice in your class book. And children, start your serious practice for your finals, because last end of March or first week of April finals will be there. Okay, more will be told later, whether it is online or what, will be saying later, but then your preparation should start. So now see children, let's see the last question of this practice set. To start a business, Shalaka has taken a loan of rupees 8,000 at the rate of 10.5% per annum. After 2 years, how much compound interest will she have to pay? That means children, she has taken, what is the principal? 8,000. What rate? 10.5 years. Number of years? 2 years. Okay, so here they are asking us to find compound interest. Okay, how much interest she will have to pay after 2 years? How much interest she will have to pay? That means compound interest. So children, first thing what we have to calculate for compound interest, first we'll find the amount, then we'll find the compound interest. See children, this much is given. Principal is rupees 8,000, rate of interest 10.5% per annum. 10.5 means it is nothing but 10.5%. Okay, now n is equal to 2 years. 10 half means, as we know children, we have learned in 5th standard, half is denoted by 0.50, right? So we can 10 plus 0.5, that becomes 10.5. Now n is equal to 2 years. So first we'll find the amount. Amount is equal to principal 1 plus rate of interest upon 100 raised to n. So this is equal to 8,000 1 plus r. What is your r? 10.5 upon 100 raised to 2. So this becomes 8,000 1 plus, remove the decimal, 105 upon 1000 raised to 2. So this is 8,000. Okay, now we will just calculate. What are we going to do? We'll write here 1000 plus 10. So this becomes 1000 plus 105 upon 1000 raised to 2. So this becomes 8,000. Okay, this will become 11. What it will be children? 1105. Okay, 1105. So this becomes 1105 upon 1000. Now see, all 3 0 goes children. All the 3 0 goes. Now this again we have to write this one more step, no children. So we'll write here 8,000. This become 1105. Okay, you can cancel if you want, or you can write here only one additional, because it will be 105 upon 1000. This becomes 1105 upon 1000. Okay, 2 times. No? So this step you can cancel if you want. Now this becomes what children? Okay, so this 3 0 goes with this 3 0. Now 8 into 1105 into 1105 upon 1000. 8 into 1105 upon 1000. Now we will multiply all and put the decimal. So children, you can multiply. Okay, 9768200 upon 1000. So count 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. This 3 zeros. will be, okay, so it will be now here, okay, 127, okay, this 10 is extra, by mistake I wrote, so it is 123, okay, 1230. So here will be your decimal, that means rupees 9768.20. okay, so it is 9768.20 is the amount. Okay children, is the amount. Now compound interest will be, your compound interest is equal to, okay, amount minus principal, that is equal to 9768.20 minus 8000, and that is equal to 1768.20 rupees. This is your compound interest. So children, what will Shalaka will have to pay rupees, so you can write here below, okay, final answer. Shalaka will have to pay rupees 1768.20 to start as compound interest, or okay, again I repeat statement, you will write on your own. Shalaka will pay rupees 1768.20 as compound interest. So with these we have completed our first practice set, that is 14.1.